Hello everyone, so this is the PBE with the new champion Taliyah. They just opened up the servers, so this is my first look at her. She is a mage support. Let's take a look at her abilities. Alright, so her passive is rock surfing. Taliyah gains 20% movement speed by running near walls, only occurs out of combat. So she gets this little surfboard when she's near walls, like so. And it's a 20% movement speed. Alright, then her Q is a threaded volley. It hurls 5 rocks in a direction, dealing, what is that? A little less than half AP. Magic damage in a small area around the first enemy hit. And if you look at that, it's got a pretty long range on it. Subsequent hits on the same target deal 50% reduced damage. And it creates worked ground for 0 seconds. I believe it's supposed to be for a few minutes. So that could be just a display bug. Anyway, Taliyah gains 0% movement speed on worked grounds. Casting Threaded Volley on worked ground only hurls 1 rock, but refunds half the mana. So that's it. So it costs 30 to do the 1 stone. All right, then she has Seismic Shove. On the first cast, the target a location. After a short delay, enemies caught within the area will be knocked up and dealt 60 plus 0.5 magic damage. That's 0.5 AP magic damage. On the second cast, pick a direction. If you do, enemies will be pushed in that direction. So it's a knock up and a shove. So you can shove them away from you or to you, and in the little website sneak peek, they say you can even shove people over walls. So that'll be interesting. All right, then Unraveling Earth is her E. Say places a field of dash systemic traps. That deal 80 plus, I guess that's probably like 0.45 magic damage, and slows enemies in the area by a scaling percentage. After 4 seconds, the traps explode, dealing damage again. Enemies dashing, being pushed, or being pulled through the Unraveling Earth will trigger the traps, taking a certain amount of damage from each trap to a maximum of 4. And then her alt is Weaver's Wall. Cast once to create a wall. Recast immediately to ride along the wall. Moving or receiving damage will cause Taliyah to stop. Weaver's Wall lasts for 6 seconds. Deactivating the spell will break the wall early. Now, here, let me turn around so you can see how big this wall... let's point over here. Oh, they're not gonna show... Oh, okay. It's for this rank, it's relatively small, but at higher ranks, it looks like you're going to be able to go, like, you could go from mid lane to top lane or from mid lane to bot lane. Anyway, so I will get up to level 6 so we can see all the little abilities in action and everything. I'll be right back. Okay, here we are. So let's see how her alt works. All right, so it's a transportation tool. So I'm going to go this way. We hit a second. And there we go. And now this wall will be up for a little while. Yeah, so what was it? 6 seconds. And it actually is blocking terrain. So you can use it to cut off people's escapes and stuff like that. Alright, so here's her auto attacks. They're pretty quick. Last hitting did not seem... it does not seem very difficult. Alright, so here's her E, because this is a nice wave of it. And then it's going to explode. Alright, and then you can use your W, her seismic shove, to shove units, and then create the, you know, like create your zone. And then, and these aren't, you know, 12 seconds, 7 seconds, 14 seconds. It's not horrible on cooldowns. All right, so then here is her Q, and see, I've already used the Q in this area. You can see because this zone has highlighted kind of as I leave. See how it gets, it disappears a little bit? You can still kind of see it. So that's where I get, I'm getting a 15% movement speed while in this area. But let's go to an area that we haven't been at. There we go. So she fires 5 rocks out. Now those rocks, once you fire it in the direction, they all are fired in that direction. So I can move. It's kind of like it's exactly like Lucian's ult. It just 5 shots. So once you put it in that direction, that is the direction that the shots are fired at. And then let's throw that up. And then, so if you don't give a direction for the seismic shove, they just go straight up. So here I'll, well, actually, let's go down and get Misfortune. Actually, let me show you. I'll show you her animations real quick. Then I'll do the back animation. Then we'll go kill Misfortune. All right. So here is her joke. Oops, joke. Let's try that again. So no words, it seems. Yep, that's it. All right. Then her taunt. Oh, ran into some minions. Let us clear these out first. A Stoneweaver. Yeah, that's what she's called, is the Taliyah the Stoneweaver. All right, we were back to taunt.
I'm not afraid of you. You're not a problem. You are a learning opportunity. You're never too old to learn something new. I'm not afraid of you.
All right, that seems to be it. Then her dance. All right, and then her laugh. All right. And then her back.
I must push myself harder this time. No place like
All right.
one more reason to keep
Pick up, I guess, boots.
Every girl needs a good pair of boots.
All right. Yes, you do. All right. TP in. Let's see how. Let's see. I want to shove her here. Oh, Jesus. I was not expecting her to run that way. So it knocks them aside. There we go. And I got my second point in the ult. So let us see. Erg. Let's see. Does it get farther? Yes. See how much farther on the minimap it's gone now? And so it's almost doubled its range, I would say, just from level 2. So when I'm out of combat, I get the movement speed when I'm near walls. And let's see how far I can be away from the wall. So has a little bit of a build-up. Disappears when you go through that gap. Oh. Huh. There's a little bit of a internal cooldown, it would seem. So this is all fine.
Keep your eyes on the horizon and your feet on the ground.
And there, that was too far away, apparently. It's a pretty long delay for that 4 seconds. That's pretty long to create a zone. But I mean, so they are saying she is somewhat of a support. So, I mean, yeah, she has the knock up. She creates controls an area. She doesn't have very much defenses, and she doesn't buff anyone. So I don't know if I would agree with that. We'll see how well she plays as a support. I'm gonna pick up this here, and I'm gonna use the alt to get down to where Misfortune is. What she looks like. Oh no, there she is. Okay. Let's see how fast it'll get us there too.
A tribe without tradition is a flock without a shepherd.
So I'll use the mini-map, see how well that traverses. There we go. Now, if I'm on this zone and I use my Q, I get one shot, but the mana cost is only half. So you can use it to like last hit.
I know all of this will lead
And I can see how she'll wave clear pretty well. Let's see, generally, so while I'm near walls, I get 34% movement speed. Bang. And they're going to die before it explodes. Now let's see, by the wall, so if I go by the wall, I should get, yeah, there's a pretty, so I lost the surfboard. That's what they're calling it, is a rock surfboard. There we go. So Misfortune didn't seem to, the bot didn't seem to know what to do. Either that or it was a slight stun with the knock-up. I mean, wow, that is really long. Now what's the scaling on this? So the 5th point will give me 140 damage and an 8-second cooldown. And it is 0.5 AP is the damage on it. And I'm getting 18% movement speed while on top of the zones. They don't stack, so as you can see, I'm not gaining any extra movement when I'm at this, where they're intersected. Oops. Oop, that did not. Alright, let's go out of here. So, and her walling does go over top of terrain. But like here, this is completely blocked off now. But it did stop her right here. She didn't exit over here where the terrain actually ended. So I'm sure there's some bugs involved. But anyway, so yeah, this is Taliyah the what do they call her? The Rockweaver. Stoneweaver. Sorry. Taliyah the Stoneweaver. Anyway, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up and share and subscribe, and I will be putting up more videos throughout the day here with footage of this new champion.